Yo, why you touch my asshole, bro?
What is going on, everyone? Hello and welcome back here into another edition of Next Gen Jets. Appreciate you joining us here on this Saturday, May 10th, 2025. An in-person show. Finally, we got it done. Multiple months, all three of us in person here in the Connor Long Studios. So, Hey, rookie minicamps here and minicamp's underway, which means we got to get in person. Jack, what's going on?
I think 9th edition now we're on.
Oh my God. This is like an impromptu one. The real one's tomorrow.
All right, well then 8.5 edition here. I'm excited to break down AG's comments of this morning's rookie minicamp and
it has been great being in the Connor humble abode. If you look in Jake's Discord, if you're a Jake Asman fan, you see he bested me by a couple strokes in golf.
Not a couple.
It was like three or four. I had a solid round, but yeah, it's great being here. And yeah, man, I'm excited to chop it up with you boys.
There were some technicality issues there, a few strokes, give or take. But
Connor was trying to cheat, but
you were the one trying to cheat. This kid, okay, we're for those who know golf, obviously you take a drop, it counts as an extra stroke. This kid, Chris, hits one out of bounds, and every time I had dropped, we were on the 8th hole, we played 9. Every time I had dropped, we played no breakfast ball, we played legit. And this kid goes on the 8th hole, shanks one out of bounds, about 15 yards, and goes and plays another one. Solid shot, just off the green. And he goes, I go, all right, it was a par 4. I go, all right, you're chipping par here. He goes, no, I'm not. I'm going albatross, whatever, but eagle on this hole. So
but all in all, we ended up shaving a stroke that Connor had before, so we added one to his, and I just took the penalty. So we're chilling, and we are ready to talk some Jets.
Yeah, AJ got to straighten you out.
This is Diva. Who's this Diva?
Bro, oh my God.
AG has to straighten you out, Chris.
Yeah, AG is straightening everybody out, baby. We are all ready. Jimmy Jets got my haircut. Connor obviously got his haircut.
I got mine last week, but it's already growing back.
And speaking of Aaron Glenn, he spoke to reporters today at the day 2 of the Jets 3-day rookie minicamp. So rookie minicamp, the last day is tomorrow. First day occurred on Friday. So kind of a few comments I want to get in from Aaron Glenn. Something that really caught my eyes, the fact that he mentioned, hey, even the tryout players. The Jets brought in 11 players who were not on the 90-man roster, just a pure tryout basis, who come into rookie minicamp, show what they have, earn to get a spot on the 90-man roster, and hopefully come back for an opportunity in minicamp and earn a spot on that 90-man roster. But 11 players earned tryouts on this Jets roster. And what AG pretty much said is, as long as you're in the building, you have an opportunity to make damage. Chris, I think that's pretty much the mantra of this team, and I agree with everything AG said. You're in the building for a reason, and if you are here, you have the potential to make a big impact on this roster, whether you're a starter or whether you're on a tryout contract.
I agree with you 100%. I mean, we know good teams, they take guys who are not great. Obviously, weren't first-round picks, weren't second-round picks. They take, like, day 3 picks, and they turn them into quality players. They turn backups, and they had them make some noise in camp. And guys who are fringe guys who might make the team, might not make noise every year. And good coaching, they can turn some guys into solid starters. So I'm excited to see what we do there, who makes the team. And yeah, I'm just so excited to see this camp progress.
Jack?
You know, one thing I'm excited to see AG do this season is see how he shows his authority throughout this season. And I think we're already starting to see a sneak peek throughout this minicamp. Like you said, if you want to be here, then you got to work extra hard to earn this roster. To earn a spot on this roster come training camp time. And, especially with him being a first-year head coach, I do have my concerns. But overall, what we've seen with him in Detroit, he's a very disciplinary coach. And I'm excited to see what he can do with this roster upcoming this season. And this is why, I have a lot of confidence in AG. But, this is just rookie minicamp.
But the ceiling is 7 and 10.
8 and 9.
What a difference. What a difference. One win difference.
You said there was a huge difference between 7, 10, and 8 and 9.
Oh, there is, but not from a ceiling perspective. Not at all.
All right, whatever.
How is the ceiling 8 and 9? So if the Jets defense plays
this roster's not talented enough right now to get past 8 wins. It's not. If you're talking a realistic ceiling here, it's not talented enough to get past 8 wins.
Okay, so what's Justin Fields' ceiling as a quarterback this year?
Like a top 15 quarterback.
Okay, so what's the Jets' defensive ceiling?
Top 5 defense.
So you think if they have a top 5 defense, a top 15 quarterback, they're not winning? They're not going to have a winning record?
You don't think that for the first 10 games of the season, Wilson was a bottom 5 quarterback of the year. He was obviously top 20 in this
I'm not
league.
talking about Zach
I
Wilson.
know, but we're going back to 2022. We still had a top 5 defense in this entire league. Wilson wasn't even playing that terrible. He led the Jets to what, a 6-3 record in that time. I mean, look at that. Like Wilson wasn't the perfect
Was a
quarterback.
bottom 10 quarterback.
Okay, but they still went 7-10, and I don't think
Correct.
they would have went.
There's
They
a big
couldn't have gone better.
there's a big difference to comparing a bottom 10 quarterback to, in your standards, top 15, which
Fields,
is above average.
here's the thing with Fields. Fields
You
is
just said
obviously
his
better with
ceiling's a top
Wilson.
15 quarterback.
Yes, it is.
So perfect. Answer my question. You're saying if Justin Fields is a top 15 quarterback and the Jets defense plays like a top 5 unit, they're going 8-9.
I still think so. Yes, it's based off their schedule here. If you look at their schedule, you have to go realistic.
They have one of
here,
the
Connor.
easiest schedules in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I know. Just look, they don't have one of the most talented offenses. Their defense can put up numbers, yes, but if you can't have both sides of the ball go hand in hand, there's no way you can get a winning record.
Ceiling is that they do go hand in hand, though. Like ceiling is everything goes perfect. Justin Fields breaks out, shows development as going through progressions and accuracy the passer wise. And this offense is electric. This defense is clicking with Aaron Glenn and Steve Wilkes. So yeah, I'm excited to see what is to come, and hopefully the ceiling is not 8-9. That'd be a nightmare.
I'm a lot higher on Justin Fields than you are, Jack. I think he could be a top 10, a top 5 quarterback this year. Like if everything really, really goes well, what tells you he can't be Sam Darnold or
Nothing.
Baker Mayfield?
Nothing's telling me
So
he
then why'd
can't
you
be.
just say his ceiling?
Because based off the way he plays right now, based off the things what I've seen, if he does not improve, of course, every quarterback, every player in this NFL has a chance to improve. But based off what I've seen since 2021, based off what I'm judging from the past 4 seasons, he's not getting past the top 15 spot in this.
But
league.
you can't judge him off the past 4 seasons.
Then what do we judge him on, Chris? What do we judge him on? Fate, false hope?
You judge him on what he can be. You judge him on what this coaching staff can turn him into. Because in the last 4 years, in Chicago, he had no O-line. And in Pittsburgh, they were telling him to play too conservative, and they were holding him back. Aaron Glenn has specifically mentioned that they're going to let him play quarterback, which in my eyes shows that Glenn knows that he was misused in all other spots and that they're going to take advantage of and use him the right way and make a scheme around him.
Yeah, it's confusing, right? Because of course I think Fields can be a much better quarterback than he has been. It's just he hasn't shown me anything really that besides his legs that he can be an overall field general quarterback.
What do you think is the most important trait for young athletic quarterbacks in the league?
Their legs and obviously their IQ. I think the IQ has.
I
think Fields.
His IQ's improved every year in my eyes.
I think it's
yeah.
improved,
And
but
it's
it's not
only going
enough
up
for me
with
to say it's past the top
with
15.
hopefully a good coaching staff and a good O-line. Now, we've invested so many first-round picks into this O-line, tackle back-to-back years. Like, this is the best O-line Justin Fields has ever played behind.
The youngest offensive lineman is John Simpson, who I think is 26 or 28 years old. Like, this offensive line is
we are chilling, bro.
super young. Like,
Do you mean oldest or youngest?
well, I mean, I said young. I said
So a 26-year-old is the oldest from O-line. That signifies how young we are.
I mean, look at his interception numbers here. They aren't that bad at all.
No.
You just said though.
The only
No, but
complaint-
he only played in
the
6
complaint for him-
games? I
So,
guarantee if
no.
he played in all 17, there would have been.
I'm not even talking about this year. 10 in 2021 throughout 12 starts. It's fair. 11 in 2022 through 15 starts. That's how many Aaron Rodgers threw. And then where's the next one here? And then 9 in 13 games. Like those aren't bad interception numbers at all.
No, you're right. But still, I just think with all the things, Fields has struggled with deep ball connections, and I still think that besides if we had, all right, let's say if we had a quarterback with Aaron Rodgers' arm and Justin Fields' mobility, then maybe I would say that the Jets ceiling would be like 11-6, but I don't think that's
If the Jets had a quarterback with Rodgers' arm and Justin Fields' mobility, like
that would be one of the best
So then you're
quarterbacks
talking
of all
about-
time.
so you're talking about
Ceiling
Josh Allen.
Super Bowl. That's Super Bowl.
But then you're talking about Josh Allen here.
No,
so.
Josh Allen does not have the arm strength of Aaron Rodgers.
It's not
he has
even-
great arm strength, but he also has great legs. That's the closest one we have right now.
It's arm talent, like ball placement, like making a lot of tight window throws. That's what comes with Aaron Rodgers. So, like, if you're comparing someone to having an Aaron Rodgers arm, like Aaron Rodgers,
I don't think you can compare.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is the best pure passer.
No,
of
you
all
can't.
time.
I'm just saying
That's
the closest
true.
quarterback in the NFL right now, I would say, is Josh Allen with that. He's perfectly balanced. Great runner in the NFL, a great runner in the NFL, great passer in the NFL. I just think that that's the closest comparison is what I'm trying to say right now. If we were going to get a quarterback like that.
Who have you guys been looking for these past few days in rookie minicamp, Jack?
Oh, I love looking at Brady Cook. I really want to see what he's going on with this quarterback 3 spot. I think I commented on your live stream. I think it was last night, 2 nights ago, whatever. Yeah, I asked if you think Brady Cook or AJ Martinez was going to earn a QB3 spot if they decide to go with a QB3. So I'm excited to see what Brady Cook has. I saw him rocking number 4, and 4 is a lucky number, at least in my eyes. So, it's a good sign. And I'm just excited to see what he can do. Maybe he can be the next dark horse quarterback for this organization. Maybe he can be what Jordan Travis never was or never got to be.
Chris?
Donovan Edwards, man, the running back. We've heard from a couple beat reporters that he was making explosive plays, and I think he can really, challenge Isaiah Davis for some RB3 reps and be in the back of his mind. I mean, I know Isaiah Davis, is like the solidified RB3, but I think Donovan Edwards can get some reps. They develop him. I don't know why he fell so far. Like, why did he was on the cover of
because they couldn't.
CFL.
Michigan's offense did not use him well last year, right?
He descended every single year.
I just think that, especially with the horrible passing, I'm going to be so honest here. I haven't seen a worse passing game in college football than 2024 Michigan in a long time.
Suck out of nowhere.
And when they tried to run with Edwards, they couldn't.
They didn't have
a
coach.
Yeah,
they didn't have a quarterback.
They just couldn't get him anywhere.
I mean, let's not forget they lost so many players over the past few years. Even their head coach, JJ McCarthy, Roman Wilson, their wide receiver one, Blake Corum came out last year.
Blake Corum was huge for them.
Yeah.
Blake Corum, that's another one of the reasons Donovan Edwards was in Blake Corum's shadow for a while, and the whole offense wasn't able to facilitate without those few centerpieces.
Was Edwards a senior this year, or was he a junior? Because if not, I'm just saying, because what if
he had to have been a senior?
Yeah, okay. So if he was a senior, do you think if he went out last year with the performance he's had in that 2023 national championship game, do you think he would have?
He would have gone undrafted. That's why he didn't come out.
Right.
That's why he didn't come out. He would have gone undrafted. Still. Again, let's not forget here, running back is one of the most undervalued positions in the NFL as well. So it doesn't help. This is someone who has been on a downward trajectory the past few seasons and plays one of the most undervalued positions in all of football. That doesn't help him by any measures. 15 undrafted free agents. Those are the Jets brought in this offseason. Chris, how many and who do you see cracking the roster and making a big impact this summer?
I don't know. What do we think about Donovan Edwards cracking the roster? I don't.
There's a spot, but it's between him and Keen Nwago. I think is his name. I can never pronounce.
Kene Nwago.
I mean, that's tough because it all depends on how well they do during camp. Like if what Glenn sees in them during camp, their attitude, are they like
a legit chance? Like just looking at games,
are they giving it their all every practice? That's what Glenn's gonna look at. So I can foresee Donovan Edwards making it. I can kind of foresee Brady Cook making it over Adrian Martinez. I mean QB3. Let's hope that they don't have to go in. Let's hope this field can give us a productive, fun season, give us some electricity to cheer about during the primetime Jet games.
There will be.
You don't understand. Like you guys always make the point. You both know, even when the Jets.
There's gonna be at least one. I will say there's gonna be at least
even
one.
Even when the Jets are bad, they get covered.
It'll probably be away.
Primetime games.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean.
Did you guys see that we're probably gonna play Denver and London? That got leaked.
Oh, that's a primetime game. That counts as a primetime game.
Yeah, I mean like night at MetLife. So I'm hoping.
Yeah, there's gonna be none of those. They're not stuffing as many people in an air conditioning unit again.
I just hope though. I hope.
Yeah, I mean, back to the UDFA's. Like, I don't know if the wide receiver who didn't he average
Skinner?
like 22 yards or something
per catch.
Yeah, per catch. So I mean, I kind of hope he makes it because that sounds explosive. That sounds electric. So there are a couple guys that have my eye on. Jack, what about you?
I think Brady Cook's an interesting one. One guy I will say I think will definitely make the roster is Caden Davis. We don't have a clear kicker on our roster right now. I think Davis will, out of all of these UDFAs, I think kicker is probably the most wide open position right now for anyone to really get on this roster, and that's why I think Caden Davis almost has a 90% chance, 95% chance of making this roster because if he what was his long? Was it like 57 in college, something like that?
Yeah, in that range.
So, yeah, something around that. Especially with the Jets desperate needing kicker right now, and especially if you guys watch the show, any of you who consistently watch the show know that I do not like Greg Zerla, and I want him out of MetLife as soon as possible.
Who doesn't?
But like
he has a specific kicker.
Yeah, like, it's not that I hate him. It's just like it was very disappointing. Like in 2022, Greg Zerline
can't have a kicker who misses kicks consistently.
No, yeah. I'm just saying like 2022, Greg was something different, and then I was just completely betrayed and heartbroken this past year with him, especially when we could have won so many games with him that year. But I think Caden Davis out of all of these guys catches my eye the most just because of the overall position and how the kicker position is kind of really wide open right now for anyone to take, and that's why I think Davis is the most realistic option to be the one that stays on this roster the longest.
I think Anders Carlson is going to be in that mix. I think they might bring back Greg Joseph, and I think there are going to be a lot of veterans who are in the mix. The names that I have my eye on here is some potential guys who I think can really crack a spot on this team's 53-man roster. Brady Cook, you guys know I'm super high on him. Quentin Skinner, Jamal Pritchett, Donovan Edwards, Peyton Page.
Yep.
Throw Dean Clark and Caden Davis in there. I think that there are 7 undrafted free agents who can make a legit push on this team's to make this team's 53-man roster with a strong summer.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Connor, because, especially with this defensive tackle need right now, we only have Derek Nandi and Quentin Williams that really catch my eye, defensive tackle right now.
I don't even think Nandi catches my eye.
So yeah, that's a fair point, but that's why I think Peyton Page would, I add so much to this, depth, just for the depth, really. It doesn't really, not really anything that talent-wise that catches my eye with him. It's really just
Positional need.
Yeah, positional need, really. That's what I was going to say.
LT3 is the guy I'm keeping my eye on. Lawrence
Leonard
Taylor. Leonard the Taylor the third. Lawrence
Leonard the Taylor?
I said Lawrence Taylor.
No, you just said Leonard the Taylor.
I said Lawrence Taylor, then I said Leonard Taylor the third.
LT3.
Yeah, no. Get me more than 2 sacks, then I'll start saying I'll buy an LT3 height. But his age and his upside's intriguing. That's what I like in Lawrence Taylor. Leonard Taylor. Leonard Taylor the third. No color-coded notes here. My bad.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, Leonard Taylor the third. That's the name I like in this undrafted free agent room. The guy who I think can come in and make a reasonable impact on this team right away, especially given the positional need, like Jack mentioned. Appreciate you tuning in here in this in-person edition of Next Gen Jets. Smash that like button, hit subscribe. Connor, Chris, and Jack with you here on the show. Appreciate your support. Every $2.99 super chat or gifted membership gets you into our membership raffle. Every membership gifted will give you an opportunity to win a Sauce Gardner signed jersey, Kevin Y signed helmet, Aaron Glenn signed trading card, Jonathan Vilma signed photo, Bart Scott signed photo, free item from our merch store, and a channel emoji. Every $2.99 super chat or gifted membership gets you in. You guys can call into the show with the pinned comment at the top of the chat for all your questions in for us. Super chats, memberships, earn raffle entries. We appreciate the hell out of you guys. Always Mother effing Chew wants it on the raffle. He comes in with a gifted membership. Chew, thank you so much for all of your support. It really goes a long way. That is one raffle entry into our membership raffle. And why is that on loop? I don't know. So I'll go ahead and I will drop one back in the chat. Mother effing Chew. Appreciate your support as always here on the program. That is a raffle entry for you. You are the best, my friend. Appreciate you. MFC, that membership. Let's see. That membership went to from MFC. YO Jet fan. And Jimmy Jets follows that up with a 10-pack of gifted membership.
Jimmy.
Let's hear from AG.
Here's what I do know. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Damn straight. 10-pack. 10 names to read from our man, Jimmy Jets. Jimmy, thank you so much for all of your support here on the program. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, Kyle Clifton, Barbie Midnight, Pete Dill, I don't even know, Dicker the Kicker, Dan the Jets Fan 21, Friday Jones, Eugenia Absalom, Orlando Vega, John Michelle. You are all channel members. Thanks to our man, Jimmy Jets. And we'll match the 10 because, you guys are the best. So we appreciate you guys. 10 from me back in the chat. Appreciate all of your support as always, guys. Super chats and memberships, it can really, really go a long way. Every $2.99 super chat or gifted membership gets you an entry into our membership raffle. Smash the like, hit subscribe, throw all your questions for us in the chat. Appreciate the hell out of all you, especially Jimmy Jets and Mother effing Chew for all the gifted memberships. You guys are the best. King Jamie the Mad with his 2-month member super chat says, hey guys, how's the back seat treating you, Chris?
I can see everything and it's great. I can see the Knick game up on the TV. Let's go Knicks. Knicks in 4. As everyone knows, I'm a huge Knick fan. But yeah, the backseat is treating me great. I have a view of everything. It's like
I mean, that's what happens when you lose golf.
oh, okay.
Tend to put the winners up front.
Yeah, why the self-glaze?
Yeah, no self-glaze, just spitting facts here. Truths are universal, not glaze.
Haven't been to the range in weeks. I didn't get to go. It's been raining in Howell, New Jersey. Oh, it's been raining.
Oh, Howell, New Jersey. Go raid Chris's house. Swap Chris, everyone.
It's been raining in Howell for the past week and a half, and I'm horrible allergies. I'm allergic to pollen. It's actually just starting to get better, so I haven't been able to get
swap
out.
Chris, everyone.
Chris, and also losing to Connor by 3 or 4. That's solid for me. Connor's a good golfer.
I appreciate it. I'm not very good. Just put that out there.
You're all right.
Yeah, my technique's awful. I didn't even have my power today. My short game is what was working for me.
Yeah, my driver is pretty good, as you can see. I hit a couple pretty good drives, and my
driver was great too, Chris.
Connor's driver was not working out for him today. Oh, thank you. What is this?
It's a Zyrtec for your allergies.
Those fentanyl in that. Don't fucking eat that shit.
Yeah, but it's having some trouble getting this driver off the
the
off the
fucking
tee.
ground.
Oh, yeah, that was rough. My arms, I'm just like hooking everything way over drawing.
What?
So I mean, that's just the problem with the workout. The short game and the driver is the best part. What are you doing?
He like tapping me.
Can you highlight DTN's comment real quick for
Wait,
Chris?
wait. Hold on. First, let's go to Jimmy Jets. You're a bandwagon jumper.
Oh yeah,
I'm not a I'm a playoff Knicks fan. I watch Knicks during the playoffs, and I'm trying to start getting into the Knicks
Alright.
more and more because I love the Knicks like fan base. I love like the crazy Knicks fans who like smoke fentanyl outside the stadium.
Bro,
and stuff.
what?
Yeah, that's funny. All right, what was DTN's comment?
Fuck the allergies.
I'm not sure if I can do that, DTN, but I'll try.
What?
Well, I'll try to get over them. I'll try to beat the allergies. DTN, that's okay. All right, bro.
Yeah,
King Jamie says I'm terrible at golf, pretty good at driving the cart and drinking all the beers though. Got away the positives. Yeah, Chris and I are pretty solid. We were playing with two people who were
A little bit worse on the worst side of the spectrum to be.
going to a public course. It's like, especially on a Saturday.
I can only drive the car.
You go to a public course. You get paired with like a bunch of these random people because they just got to fill every tee time. So it was like an older guy and his kid, and the older guy would just like step up and whack it.
They're both good guys though, but just they're not good at golf.
I mean, golf's a hard game to master.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Racks on racks, smoking on that Knicks pack.
All right, listen, the Knicks are a comeback team. But we are second half team.
There we go. Imagine 3 straight 20-point comebacks.
Oh, Jimmy's a Celtics fan.
Oh,
how can you be a New York fan?
Jets Celtics fan?
And we appreciate you, Jimmy. You get a pass.
Anything not to get blamed.
No, Jimmy gets a pass. I love Jimmy.
For all your questions in the chat. There was a Jimmy. Thoughts here.
What's confused? Josh keeps
What?
his foot in his mouth. I think that's a reference to the misspeaking. That's like an idiom, if you will.
Yeah,
I got that brain knowledge. Idiom.
No one's banning Jimmy.
Too many football shit.
Ban
Too many
Jimmy.
football hits.
No, Jimmy will not be banned on.
Jimmy is a key part of the show.
1000%. We appreciate you guys as always. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe. Put all your questions in the chat for us. Call into the pin with the pin comment. Super chats, memberships get you raffle entries. We appreciate all of your support here on the channel. Any questions for us? Like I said, throw them in. Super chats, cut the line. Memberships, along with super chats, also get raffle entries. Before we get back to Jet Talk,
I want to try it so bad because I feel like I can hit like a 300-yard drive if I do like.
I went 180 at the range with it. Like, it's not impossible.
Yeah, no, I want to like because the Happy Gilmore form can actually like that's what long drivers do. Like they're like, here, I'll give you an example if you will. So like they go like
people's
then like they step and just go right into it. So
we really needed that.
Need a solid
for you.
people.
oh yeah, you need the visual example.
Jimmy says one of those DTs will make the roster. I'm betting on Peyton Page.
Yeah,
they just need so much depth. Whether it's Mulba, the guy from West Virginia, or Peyton Page, I think a UDFA will crack the roster.
Who were some of the other guys we were talking about during our 53 man? Like I feel like there was one
pull it up.
DT that we were talking about during our 53 man.
Like
Byron Coart, maybe.
Yeah,
Leonard
I think
Taylor
it was either
as well.
Coart. It actually might have been Taylor. Actually, I could be thinking of Taylor.
Taylor's gonna be a starter, I think, on this team. Like if I
Really?
had to make a prediction.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so barren. There's no other options. Like you might as well put the guy in who's young with upside.
Yeah,
for sure.
Derek Nandi's too inconsistent. He's a top DT one year, and he's one of the worst in the league.
Yeah.
The next year.
You still want to go get Zadarius Smith?
I mean, what's the downside to it?
Nothing. I'm just saying, like, do you still?
Yeah.
Want to
Oh, yeah. I get that. I was just asking a rhetorical question there. Like, there's no downside at all to getting Zadarius Smith in this building. Like,
absolutely.
Like that Tyler Zadarius Smith though is an outside guy, so he wouldn't contribute on the inside at all. But
I think that's still good though, because we don't know how JJ's going to be coming back. We don't know how Will McDonald's going to be in year 3. So I mean, I especially think
definitely.
It's a good pick.
The problem is there's no interior guys I like still available on the free agent market. That's my one gripe that I currently have.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can get a guy post cut down day though who's going to come in. Maybe he's not a Chris Jones.
What if those UDFAs turn into some?
Maybe he's not a Chris Jones guy, but he can come in and make an impact.
Yeah, definitely.
Chris?
I was reading the chat.
What do you like anyone maybe to bring in the building as a UDFA? Not a UDFA, excuse me, like a
Post draft free agency.
No, someone who's available after cut down day.
But like on our team?
Yeah.
keep my eye on some of the UDFAs we signed.
No,
in.
I said anyone who would you want to add another defensive tackle after cut down day when there are more names available?
I would love to, but I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure who we'd add.
Yeah, that unless there's a surprise cut.
Yeah.
The more depth, the better. At this point, they're not going to be able to stop the run, and people are happy now. Some people are somehow excited that the Jets then draft the defensive tackle, and now people are going to be pulling their hair out.
Nothing.
You like leaned in to tell me something.
No, I'm trying to, because I'm looking at King Jamie's comment right now.
Jack has a very young-looking face and the voice of a 28-year-old. If I listen and not look, it makes me chuckle. And any thoughts?
I appreciate it, King Jamie.
What? Good radio voice, little brother Jack.
I appreciate that too, King Jamie. You know, I got to work on that.
Jackson.
I don't think it's that.
Jack's more of a play-by-play kind of.
Yeah,
guy.
exactly.
Yeah, Jack, we get like a do the nickname.
Yeah.
Let's hear it. Let's do a possession.
I'm not doing the nickname.
Tatum passes to White.
Iron Eagle voice. Raise your ya.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Right.
Third brother of Quinn and Williams and the third Williams brother at Jet training camp. Giovanni Williams.
He's a linebacker too, right?
Any impact? Anything you guys want to see out of him?
I think on one side it would be cool to add a third Williams brother, but at the same time, I think with the competition in linebacker right now, it's going to be very hard for him to.
This guy
make
played
the
Division
roster.
II a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like,
Where did he play
that's
last year?
So hard. Miles College, in Fairfield, Alabama. It was.
Fairfield.
So it's an HBCU in Alabama. It's a great story though, coming from a Division II program.
The only reason you would bring
now to the NFL level. So I like that. It would be an unprecedented feat for the Jets to have three brothers on one roster. It would be the first time any NFL team has ever done that, which would be cool at the same time.
done what?
Yeah.
Have had three brothers on the same team.
I think the Steelers have Watt.
They only had Watt and Derek.
they
they
didn't
only
have-
had TJ and Derek. They
JJ.
didn't have
They didn't
JJ.
JJ.
Yeah, so the Jets would be the
That was
first.
so
to do
good.
that.
Jimmy has $200 in the
Watt
Celtics.
Nation.
I think I saw something from Rich Samini today. Let me try to pull it up here on my laptop about some story that had to do here. Perfect. He was 350 pounds in high school, and now he's
Jeez.
down to 222.
That's awesome,
crazy.
bro.
It's a great story. I just I don't think he's gonna make the. I don't think he's gonna make the Jets roster.
Unfortunately,
And the only
not.
reason he make it is to please the other two brothers.
This is the
No, his only reason to
no,
make
I-
it is to prove himself.
He's a tryout guy and he's gone. He's not even going to be there for minicamp. I mean, let's
Yeah.
be real. The
Practice
rookie
squad
minicamp,
guy.
it's always the rookie minicamp.
By the way, my bad. I'll let you finish that.
Rookie minicamp, it happens every year. There's always the fun storylines that get us,
Yep.
hung up everywhere. These guys aren't going to make the roster. Let's be real. This guy will be gone in 3 days.
Oh yeah, I was gonna comment on just Glenn has so much aura in minicamp. Like he looks
Oh
so
my God.
tough. He looks like he's gonna bring success to our organization and put smiles on all our faces except Alan because he's not a Jet fan and he hates the Knicks too because he wants the Celtics to come back. But listen, let's go Knicks and AG. I'm just excited for this season, man.
Mason Taylor wearing a number.
I like how this one's gonna be a relaxed season. There's no
Exactly.
pressure on us this year.
And
Which is
Mason
nice.
and Mason Taylor is Mason Taylor is wearing a number that tight ends typically wear.
Yeah, he was wearing 46 yesterday. I was so awkward.
Yeah, I mean, this is the time of the year we have nothing to talk about, so we put emphasis on like stuff like guys' numbers.
Literally
We
nothing to talk about.
rant about it. So
Rogers.
I mean, yeah. Roger.
I remember
say
I-
Rogers.
No, because I was thinking about it 2 years ago when everybody thought his number would be 12 and Joe Namath would unretire that.
Gator, I think, bought a 12 Rogers jersey.
Yeah. Quiet confidence about Justin Fields is what Aaron Glenn's saying, Chris.
Amen. Confidence about Justin Fields.
I like
What have I
confidence
been
in Fields.
preaching?
I like confidence in Fields. I have confidence in him. It's just,
You don't have.
You
you
just-
don't have confidence.
I have confidence in him. It's just, based off what I've seen, I don't think he can pass top 15. That's exactly what you
That's not
said. That
confidence.
doesn't,
because you literally
No.
just said based on what I've seen.
based off what I've seen, not saying that I don't think he'll ever develop into that quarterback.
But you just said you have confidence in him. You just said
Yes, confidence that I think he'll develop into a good quarterback.
You just said based on what you've seen.
Yeah,
and
based
you
off what
don't-
I've
you don't
seen.
think he will.
Based off what I've seen, I don't see it right now, but that's not saying over the trajectory of his career, he will not ever surpass that.
So not with us.
Most likely not. Let's just be real here.
Nah.
If he goes 9-8, like even if he's
9-8. Please.
You said
If
they
it's-
go 9-8 and then make the playoffs. He's still getting shipped out.
what? Yeah, I
No,
feel
he's
like
not.
if he
He's not
could, if he
getting
could be,
shipped
if he
out.
could be
You
one
have him
and
on a
done,
2-year deal.
if he could be like a one and done guy, like he gets you 9-8, that's a great tenure.
For sure.
True, but I still think even if he goes at least 10-6, I think the thing to keep him for next year would have to be at least you get one playoff win, maybe, or at least make
What,
it to the
bro, if you
playoffs, or
make
at
the-
least make it to the playoffs.
you
I
make-
think
if you
at
make
least
the
making it
playoffs,
to the playoffs
fair
or getting one
enough.
playoff win, then that's a guarantee.
Depends how much of an
team.
impact he has on the team.
Let's say he has like a semi Sam Darnold season, like he's near Sam Darnold's last season, but he's not quite there because like they went 14-3.
Yeah.
So
MFC comes in with another gifted membership. Appreciate your support as always. That's another raffle entry for you, mother effing chew. And then he comes in with a $2 super chat. I appreciate your support. As always, you're the best. Appreciate your support. MFC says, throw Allen in the hole. Okay, that's a raffle entry. Appreciate that, but I don't think we can throw Allen in the hole for $2. I don't know how to do this. Thoughts?
it's
How
your
do-
decision, Connor.
How do I
It's-
handle it?
it's your
It's-
super
how-
chat.
Chris, how do
You
I
love
handle
Allen.
this?
I mean, what's his name? Mother effing Chew did this regarding the Nick comments, saying he hopes the Celtics can don't blow this one. So I mean, it's up to you.
What's the
ultimately.
bounty?
What's the bounty? The bounty's 5 memberships.
5.
Oh,
5 memberships.
yes.
Alan, don't shoot the messenger. Chris set that bounty. I like Chris said it.
5. That's not even like that much. It's like $25.
I thought 10 was $29.
No, yeah, it's I think $15.
Oh, so then, all right. So then 10 memberships.
Alan says Connor looks like he's ready for the army. So
Yep.
Chris said that. My dad said that.
Army General.
My mom
baby.
dropped me off to get a haircut the other day because she was saying I needed a haircut for like 2 weeks now. So I was like, all right, I'll get a haircut. And
I'm never getting a buzz
She
again.
just wanted me to like clean it up on the sides. And I'm like, you know what? I had this cut last year for those who watched the show. So I'm like, summer's here. Let me go with the skin fade and the buzz.
You know, I'm never getting a buzz again. My head looks too mountain-like when I get a buzz.
Yeah, but the buzz did not go well for me. I'm not doing that ever again.
I just gotta trim the top right now. And I think
Our guy Devin says, I'm 2 for 2 with the Knicks down need a third time. Call in, Devin. Call in. The pinned comments at the top of the chat if you want to hop in with us.
All
No one
right.
on hold, so whoever calls in first will come up immediately.
Amen. Knicks in 4.
We appreciate you guys as always.
we're down. Oh,
22 you guys in the building, 12 likes. Matt's not mathing. Smash that like button. Hit
I'll
subscribe.
go like right now.
It's completely free. Super chats, memberships, keep them coming. They go a long way. Every $2.99 super chat or gifted membership will earn you a raffle entry. We're gonna stay on here a little longer, so answer your question. Well, to answer your questions, take your call. So last chance to get those in. Appreciate that. Devin comes in with $5. Devin, we appreciate you, my friend.
Let's go to eat a damn snack.
This will contribute to
Rex.
concessions at the Mets game tonight, our friend Devin. We appreciate your support. As always, every time we've been down and I watch your show, 5 memberships coming by alone. Wow. Devin, we appreciate that. Hey, if you want to look, you've called in too, and we'll throw that in there. We've called in too. So you called in too. So does Devin need to call in, Chris, for your Knicks to
Whatever needs to happen, baby. Just
for your Knicks to prevail? Devin, we appreciate the hell out of you. That is 2 raffle entries with your $5 super chat, and he gets 5 raffle entries now with these 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate your support. The last letter BL66. G-Star, Jack Dooley, L. Train Anderson. You're all members. Thanks to our friend Devin, excuse me. Devin, clarify, were those to send Allen to the hole per the bounty that Chris set? Well, clarify and we'll take proper precaution after the clarification there. We appreciate you guys. Please, the super chats memberships go a long way. Down by 13 still. Go a long way. So if you can, keep them coming. Appreciate you guys. Last chance to call into the show with the pin comment. Last chance to get your questions in. We're going to wrap up here soon. We can shoot. I don't pass me my phone quickly.
4:30 train.
What here? No, okay, yeah, perfect. We'll see. All right, so I'm 92%, so I'm chilling. We're gonna
I'm
probably
not too. Can I plug my phone in?
yeah, plug it in. What do you want?
Yeah, this. Oh, shit, no, that's fine. I brought my own. It's fine.
Yeah, all right. So we'll probably miss the 4:32 train in 12 minutes, but we'll try to catch. Who knows? If we get out of here quickly, we can potentially do that. We'll see here in a second. Bye, Al. Devon says bye, Alan. Okay, so bye, Alan. Alan, I did not set this bounty. Just let's clarify that. We'll answer your question first before we take the precaution that Devin asked for, and then we'll take Devin's call and and leave. Allen says Dobbs and a 6th. For a 4th, gives the Jets a sneak preview on a future extension. I also think either Brees or Quincy will be dealt at the deadline for picks.
No, I don't think so. I think if AG uses them right this year, especially with a run first offense, if Brees, fully comes out to his full capability, I don't think they'll trade him at the deadline. I think Brees is an end of year trade guy, or at least offseason trade guy. Same with Quincy. They're not going at the trade deadline. But I would like a thought of Doubs to be our wide receiver too.
Dobbs, Romeo
Dobbs, whatever.
Yeah, Romeo Dobbs.
Whatever.
There it is. Romeo Dobbs. I would like him in a trade too. I could see Quincy and Brees being moved if they don't play to expectations.
I 100% agree with Alan on the Dobbs part. I think Quincy will continue to be a solid piece in this defense, above average piece in this defense. And I think Brees will surprise some people. I think he'll surprise Connor for sure. And a run first offense. Hopefully just playing behind again, hopefully a really good offensive line. So I don't agree with the second part, but I think the first part, I'd love to see the first part.
Alan, we appreciate the question. We appreciate your support. Chris placed a bounty. Devin paid up. So we'll be done in like a few minutes. So we'll just give you the 10-minute, timeout here, Alan. We appreciate the time. We appreciate your support as always. All right, let's take one quick call here from Devin, and then we will bounce out, and we are going to catch the train to go watch the New York Mets demolish the Chicago Cubs for the second night in a row. Devin,
what's going on?
Devin,
what's up, fellas?
How are
you
you
doing today?
I'm good, man. I'll be better if the Knicks come back, though.
Certainly.
I'm doing it for the Knicks, bro.
That's just hope.
I was losing. I was doing like yard work and stuff, and so I didn't catch I took a shower and everything, and then I came in and. Then we're done. I was like, I wonder if Connors has doing a show right now.
We moved the show to 3:45.
Every time I've been right. You remember the last time I was on with you and I said to you, "Hey, we're down 20 again," and then after that, the show ended and
both
you came
times.
up with one.
Both times. It was on Monday and it was on Wednesday as well.
Yeah. Well, I hope so, bro. I hope so, and I hope the Mets win too. But
yes, sir. Appreciate it.
I need. Do you seriously, guys? Do you think Alan's a Jet fan? No. See, the minute you hesitate, the answer is no.
We've heard from Gary. You know Gary, Devin. So we heard from Gary. So Gary and Alan live near each other in Texas, and they went to a Jet game. They went to like a sports bar or whatever to watch a Jet game, and we have confirmation from Gary that Alan is actually a Jet fan, and I trust Gary.
I think he's just very pessimistic about that.
He's like the worst Jet fan. I wish he was another Kings fan.
I mean, what Dubs people think that Alan is not a Jet fan is like all it takes him to trade. He once said trade Quinn Williams. Like
that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
It's insane. He comes up with these irrational ideas. Like, how do you deplete the nucleus of the team and then replenish it with what?
Nothing.
Somebody that could come possibly out of college, and then they take a couple of years to develop. So then we're behind the curve again. Just makes no sense, man. It drives me nuts, bro. But I don't know, man. I'm trusting AG, man. I'm really trusting AG. I really like the way he's moving. Yeah, I know you with me. I really like the way he's moving, man.
AG, baby, they both know AG's my guy.
I'm with you. Bro. Like, he's doing everything right. Like, we don't hear no big crazy noise, and he's not saying anything ridiculous. Like, he knows what he wants, man. I think if I can respect that, if nothing else. If it doesn't work, at least he did it his way. I think he could say that and not, that's what's up.
Exactly.
Certainly.
I think you have mixed feelings on him, don't you, Connor? Yeah, are you waiting to see?
I like AG, everything he said, but again, and I'm not comparing him to Robert Saleh, but I mean, we've said the same thing. We said the same thing about Robert Saleh at this time of year. Mm-hmm. I think AG is saying all the right things, and I think he's different from Robert Saleh, but I'm not putting blind faith again into a new head coach and GM tandem.
I'm too
I like everything he's done, but you have to win football games. Like if you go 3-14 this year, you have to win.
I get that 100%, but the thing is, we thought Saleh was going to be a good coach because he was getting pumped up on the sideline. We think
AG's
we think Glenn's going to be a good coach because he's a leader in the locker room and he knows how to command, and he's a leader of men, and he's an authoritarian or disciplinarian.
Isn't that the same thing you heard about Robert Saleh?
Yeah, but I feel like Saleh changed his personality once he became head coach, right? Like, he was a different guy. When he was a defensive coordinator, he behaved differently. And then he came here, and then he got to be all prim and proper And then he let the media get to him and dictate to him, and then he became friends with freaking Joe Beningo, and Joe Beningo throwing him under the bus. I'm like, yeah, none of this shit is that. None of this is what AG's doing. AG's like, whatever, dude. I've been here before. I've been here when you were on the radio. I'm doing it my way. So I like that. But as far as you guys were talking about like a DT, I don't know, man. I don't know. It'll have to be significant, and I don't see that happening. Like if anyone that's showing promise in training camp, you're gonna keep them if you're a team, right? Like
I agree. I think this position, there's a lot of like I said about Page for UDFA's. I think really I only really want to keep him just because for the positional depth, right? I don't really see any really skill in him, but we're just so low on right now. I think really our only defensive tackle right now I fully trust is Quinnen Williams, and that's really not something you can have on the team because one man can't carry a whole tribe, right? So
nope.
you need a whole bunch of guys who you can trust here, and maybe it's not even for the skill. You just need depth in here, and I think having one of these UDFAs stay on this team will definitely help with the depth of this team, and I just hope that's the case.
Yeah, that's a great point. I do think this is another thing I think so. Like I think AG will work with. I think he's going to be a coach that changes things up. The way Belichick did, like with his defense, depending on the personnel he has, he's gonna him and Wilkins, right? It's Wilkins.
Wilkes.
They're gonna make a decision about based on personnel and how they could best scheme that way, which I kind of love, man. To be honest with you, man, it's been frustrating to like watch talent come on the Jets and no one knows how to figure it out. Like even with Mims, like throw a go ball with Mims. If that's what he does well, just throw a go ball. Like, hey, Mims, I know you don't know the playbook. Go deep. We going deep to you. Just run by him and throw the ball up. Like, just use him. You know what I mean? Like, I want him to be intelligent as well. Like, I would prefer intelligent players because you play better. But when there's talent, you got to figure out how to use it. Like Corley, like how we not using Malachi Corley at all last year is beyond me. Like,
I hope he turns into James.
He shows promise. I agree with you. And I hope we give this kid Smith some go ball. My dream is play action pass, deep shot, first play of the regular season with this kid Smith.
And the fitting thing would be he drops it.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Get out of here.
Connor, I wouldn't care with your pessimistic ass. I wouldn't care. You know exactly. I wouldn't care because for the rest of that game, anytime they see him lined up and he starts stretching that field, underneath is going to be open. And that's what I want.
Devin.
The thing with Smith is like he's like a one-trick pony type thing.
That's okay. Let's use that trick.
How do you disagree with that?
He goes deep.
Oh,
goes deep.
Catching the ball.
He had 10 drops last year. That's catching the ball too.
10 drops. Like
there's 12 games in a football season,
so it's like a drop per game.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. So you work on catching.
How would you guys feel if we keep Lazard?
Coach him up. I mean, what's the problem with being a one-trick pony? Like players are deep threat receivers, and that's like their role on the team.
Correct, but they're able to hold on to the ball. They're able to force missed tackles. He wasn't able to hold on to the ball or force missed tackles.
Okay, so he doesn't have to force missed tackles. Just send him on a go, and he's going to outrun anybody.
He's going to be like D-Jack. Deshaun Jackson when Deshaun Jackson back in the days. That's
what Nick Fario was saying the other day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, he dropped a couple of passes, but that's okay. We're going to work on that. And him and Alan Lazard are going to be focused and not dropping any passes because I think Alan Lazard is going to stay on this team, man. Honestly, I don't. I have a feeling like he's just going to stay, man. Like
concerning.
It is. It's deeply concerning. I'm not loving that, but like, gosh, I think next year, we'll definitely get our DT and our number 2 wide out in the draft next year. I think that's definitely going to happen. But this year, we might have to just deal with what we have, and maybe one of these guys emerges.
Yeah.
So. I don't know, but you guys have a great time at your at the Mets game,
Thank
bro.
you so much,
man, it's nice meeting Chris. I think this is the first time I met you. I think I met Jack before.
I think me and Connor did a show that you called into before.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, yeah. Good seeing you guys, and have fun, man.
Have a nice rest of your day, Devin.
Devin, have a great day. Devin, we appreciate the call as always, appreciate the kind words, and appreciate all of your support here on the program. Calling in, doing it for the Knicks, because every time he's called in with the Knicks down 15-plus points, they've come back.
Yeah, let's just hope. I mean, what's the score right now?
It's like we're down by like 20-ish.
Oh, no.
You're a
Just
Knicks
so-
fan, Jack? You watch basketball?
Barely. I mean,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, if I had to say, I'd probably be a Knicks fan.
Okay, nice. All right, yeah. I
Only
understand.
basketball I watch really is March Madness, just to see my Huskies win. But that didn't happen
Oh
this year.
my
You're a
God.
Huskies fan?
Huskies.
I'm from
Let's go
Connecticut.
St. John's, baby. Don Hurley, you know what?
Dan Hurley.
Come on, Chris.
Neither team. I mean, St. John's got bounced in the second round this year. They were just supposed to be like a Cinderella story. I mean,
Yeah.
a number 2 seed.
I mean, Rick
bounced in
Pitino,
the
I
round.
mean, St. John's will be back. We're chilling. I mean, RJ Lewis just sold,
Word.
but we just need to.
How did RJ Lewis sell? He was the only reason you guys were even in that tournament.
He didn't play good in the playoffs. I was watching. People in my mom's side of the family are big St. John's fans, so yeah. I mean, we just need to be a better shooting team. Like St. John's is not a oh my God, St. John's is not a team that could shoot threes. So they were more like just pulling up from 2, dunking, laying up. So we just gotta expand our horizon, bring in some guys who can shoot.
UConn, Connecticut, Lakers in 5.
Let's hope you
Knicks and foe.
Knicks in nothing.
Go New York, go New York, go New York, go.
That'll do it for us. We appreciate you all tuning in here
Get up,
on
Chris, let's
this
go.
Saturday edition of NY, not NY Flight Jets Talk. We mixed it up. Next Gen Jets in-person edition. Appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. We'll see you later. And as always,
Jets, Jets.
shout everyone.
I guess it just hurt. I don't know how.
How did it happen?
Because my voice notes didn't.
Have a great day. Have a great rest of your day.
I agree.
everyone.
Voice notes crack.
Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Enjoy the Knick game if you're a Knick fan. Go Mets tonight. We'll
Go
be at the
Mets,
game. So
baby.
if you're gonna be there, say what's up to us.
LGM.
Have a great rest of your day, everyone. And as always, JTS, Jets.
Jets.
Peace out.